Okay, I have not opened Cookie Clicker in quite some time. What is this? What is happening? What does it mean, 362 sugar lumps? What is that? Manage a cookie legacy for at least a year. Ah, right, they made a Steam version of Cookie Clicker. Wild. Hey, been a while. Been a while since I opened Cookie Clicker. Been a while since I did one of these Cookie Clicker videos, obviously. You can't really make a Cookie Clicker video without opening the game. Honestly, I forgot that I even had my save file backed up somewhere. I did, so that's how I've got all this stuff still, but yeah. And obviously, it's been a while since I, what's it called? Oh yeah, uploaded anything at all ever. So, one of the things that's been happening while I was gone is that I was working at Target. I'm still doing that. That hasn't stopped. I didn't quit yet. Extra golden cookie stuff. Whoa, that cost a lot of money. So, what I was thinking, right, is that since I've been spending way more of my time at Target than I have on channel-related stuff, the easiest way to come back to the channel would be by talking about Target. Not necessarily the most interesting way to come back to the channel, but, well, I forgot to do that thing where I rewatch the videos that I need to catch up on the gameplay stuff, and since I have time to record right now, I might as well be using it and not for doing homework for something. So I'm gonna get all these cookies because this little pitter-patter noise is distracting. So it's over 16,000 per click with my 53 clicks per second by holding down this button that clicks for me. There we go. Anything else good over here? Got more. I probably should have just bought that before the frenzy thing. Okay, I'm gonna maximize OBS and play through the recording window. Oh, except I can't see my mouse. Okay, well, I'm gonna start rounding things up to the next value. Next multiple of 5, rather. More factories, more banks. Can't afford more banks until I get that many cookies to buy that many banks. Yay. Okay, right. So, when I say I've been working at Target, that's not very specific, honestly, because lots of things actually happen at Target. Now I can see my cursor on the recording screen. What? What changed? Whatever. I didn't touch any settings. Wow, this is not on track whatsoever. This is gonna be fun to edit. So, there's lots of things to actually do at Target. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but more than one person works at your local store. What am I even saying? The job that I actually got at Target is fulfillment. So, I don't know how long this has been an option, but it is an option now, and it's the thing that I started doing. So, it wasn't that I got, it's been an option at least as long as I've been working there. Probably longer, because, probably. Anyway, what fulfillment is that people can order things online from the Target.com Target store. This is not an ad. I don't even know if that's the right URL, by the way. If you are on the Target website, you can go to your local store. You can, like, clarify which store is closest to you. And you can say, hey, I want to buy these things. And then it tells us, the fulfillment team, that somebody is trying to buy those things. And then what we have to do is go find them in the store, just off of the shelves. Sometimes we get them from the back room. Preferentially, we get them from the back room. But if we don't have them in the back room, we just have to go to the regular shelf like a normal customer. And we gather up all the stuff that's been ordered, and we bring it to a special room behind the returns counter, which is just, it's the guest services counter, so it's also where you pick up online orders, but I always think of it as the returns counter because that was the only time that I'd used that counter before working there. Anyway, we go to the room where we store all the stuff, and we put it into shopping bags preemptively with labels on them, and then eventually, I assume, the people who ordered the stuff show up to the store and get that stuff that was put in the bags. Because the bags do disappear from that room. But it's not my job to give them to people. It's just my job to put the stuff in the bags. So that's what fulfillment is. It's basically professional shopping. People send you a shopping list and you have a time limit to get the stuff. It's vaguely stressful because sometimes our numbers are off, inventory-wise. That's actually one thing that I've learned from working specifically in fulfillment at Target, is that, now, Target is, you know, a giant corporation. They literally budget in theft. They have insurance and stuff. Do not steal things from Target, but if you steal things from Target, it doesn't really hurt Target the corporation. But what it does do is really, really make my job a lot more frustrating. Because, here's the thing about the way that our computers work, and this isn't a trade secret, this is just how any computer inventory system would work. When we get stuff, it goes into the computer, because we have it, we're supposed to have it. When you buy something, besides just adding the price of that thing to the cash register that you're using, it takes that item out of the computer system. If you grab something out of the store and walk out of the building without paying for it, the computer doesn't think we sold that item because we didn't sell it, somebody just took it. And so the computer doesn't realize that thing's gone, which means that if you're on the online store, you can still order it, even if that was the last one. And that's immensely frustrating for me on a personal level, because I get really annoyed by not being able to find stuff, because, I mean, for one thing, we are actually, like, they keep track of whether we're able to find stuff. Like, legitimately, per employee, they have an exact count of how many things you just didn't pick up, even though somebody ordered them. Granted, it's mostly not ever your fault as the employee, but they do keep track of it, and it's the idea that they keep track of it is stressful, just because it is. They also keep track of the time limit that you're on, but that's a little easier to keep track of because it's just there the entire time. And it generally takes the same amount of time to pack everything. Like, once you get to the end of the batch, you pretty much know how long it's going to take to bag stuff up and put it where it goes in the hold room. So it's easy in general to get orders done on time. It's harder in the specific case of, several of the things that are in this order are just missing from the store. Whoops. Now, not every missing item is because somebody stole that thing. Sometimes the computer is just wrong on its own. Like, sometimes it's entirely corporate's fault for saying that they sent us something and then just being wrong about it. Like, oops, that box didn't get put on the truck that went to your store. Tough, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. Speaking of the trucks that come to the store, that's actually also my job now. What happened is that I applied for a seasonal position, and at the end of that seasonal position's sort of duration, high five, at the end of that seasonal time period, I had apparently not done anything monumentally awful, and they said, hey, do you want to continue working for Target? And I was like, I guess I'll take more money if you have it. But the position that they needed wasn't more fulfillment, it was, hey, can you wake up early and come to the store at 4 a.m. and help unload the truck full of merchandise that needs to get pushed to the sales floor that day? I was like, I can do that. So yeah, nowadays, on a typical workday, I get up at 3 in the morning so that I have time to get ready, so that I can go get into the Target store at 4 in the morning, so that I can sort all the boxes with a team, obviously, the inbound team. It's not just me doing it. Goodness gracious, I would not finish anything by myself. But no, the inbound team, we show up at 4 in the morning, and the thing that we do at that time is unload an entire trailer full of random garbage. I mean, valuable merchandise for our appreciated customers. And then, depending on the day, after that's done, I'm either supposed to take the hand carts that we've filled with truck merchandise and bring the merchandise from the back area, the receiving area, to the actual part of the store that is full of shelves that you can walk around in, and then put the stuff on the shelves. Or sometimes, more often recently than not, they put me back on the fulfillment thing for the rest of the day. Other days, they don't actually make me come into work for the truck unload, and instead they call me in at 6 just for fulfillment. So I get to sleep in until 5 a.m. Oh boy. You know, I think I've mentioned being a night owl, which I go to bed at 7 and wake up at 4. No, 3 nowadays. It's awful, but also working at the store while it's not open gives you a shift differential. So anyway, I just clicked on OBS instead of the actual cookie. That's what I've been doing. I've been going to Target way too early in the morning. I've been unloading trucks. I've been occasionally shelving merchandise, stocking shelves, you know. And I've been doing a lot of shopping for other people because they still want to use the online order system rather than actually show up to the store. Which, fair enough, I guess. Like, it's fine to do that. What's a little more annoying is what people end up ordering sometimes. Because it's just not reasonable. You know, you learn things about people when you do their shopping for them. You don't really mean to, and they're complete strangers that you have no point of reference for, but you learn things about them. For instance, I've had many an occasion where a ridiculous number of beverages was ordered. I'm talking 9 boxes of Capri Suns, you know, and that's just the Capri Suns. They also get water. They also get, like, an 8-pack of soda. I'm like, you had better be catering an event, because if you plan to drink all of this before it expires, not that soda or Capri Suns necessarily expire that quickly, but still. How many refrigerators do you have? There's also so many people who order, like, multiple gallons of water at a time. We have these 1-gallon jugs of water, these plastic 1-gallon water jugs, right? And somebody will order 2 or 3 of those, and I'm like, are you sure? Right now, all at once, I have to carry this physically all at the same time. You realize that, right? They don't. More to the point, you have to carry this out of the store when you come get it. Like, hello? You want to carry 3 gallons of water across the parking lot in one hand? Because that's not even your entire order? You got 3 gallons of distilled water in addition to your 3 gallons of purified water? That's the other thing. Why are you ordering multiple types of water? But at least water is one of those things where you do always need it, right? I mean, technically you don't need specifically water, you just need stuff that contains water, but specifically water is like the nicest way to hydrate your body. It's the most direct route, and the most direct way to do something is sometimes the most effective way. No, what's a lot weirder is the amount of soap that people buy at once, okay? Now, I am not joking. I have had several different people order enough soap to clear a crime scene. I'm talking 3 bottles each of 4 different flavors of hand soap, in addition to 2 jugs of bleach and a thing of laundry detergent. And I'm like, did something happen? Hello? And not just the soap dispensers, right? They'll get soap refills, in bulk, from a grocery store. You know, not from Costco, not one massive, like, barrel of soap that they can constantly go back to and refill their soap container from. No, just the standard size soap refills, but 5 of them. I'm all for washing your hands more than necessary, but that's significantly more than necessary. And plastic containers, just like storage containers. People order so many plastic containers. I don't get it. Like, I've had somebody order, like, a 60-quart plastic container, right? This is not a small container. This is, like, you could fit a contortionist in this thing. Uh-huh. Or a child. Probably easier to do the second one, honestly. They're more common. But yeah, 60-quart plastic containers. I'll get an order, and it'll be like, yeah, we want 7. What do you want 7 for? Plastic containers are one of the more annoying things to order because there's the added wrinkle that you have to find the lid. And if you don't find the lid, then we can't actually sell the item. And somehow, the number of containers we have and the number of lids we have just doesn't add up. I don't know what causes that. I don't know who's grabbing lids that they don't need. It's an experience, I'll say that much. Just shopping for other people, especially people that will buy 4 2-liters of the same soda. Yes, I would like 8 liters of Coca-Cola right this instant, please. It's crazy walking around in a grocery store these days. Like, they've got so many check lanes, right? Because that was originally... Because self-checkouts, I don't know when those started to be a thing, but they feel relatively new, don't they? And that's the primary checkout method now, isn't it? My Target has like 8 check lanes, right? 8 different cash registers that you could wait in line for and have somebody scan all your items, right? We often have one open. One of them. One of them is actually manned. Or womanned. It's not a verb. Anyway, besides learning things about Target customers by shopping for them, I've learned quite a few things about Target by shopping at it so consistently without actually buying stuff for... I said actually twice in the same sentence. Somebody shoot me. I'm supposed to be a writer. I legitimately don't know how I've taken as many language-focused classes as I have and still manage to just botch entire sentences as thoroughly as I do. I have studied linguistics. I have gone to college for creative writing and communications. Not very long. I didn't go very long, but that's what I was doing when I was there. Insane that I'm so bad at English. So first of all, here's kind of a funny example. For context, right? The entire coronavirus happened, and I was not affected for the 2.5 years that, you know, everything was in place to prevent people from catching this whole, you know, thing. I worked at Target for 1 month, following the rules, wearing the Target brand mask. You know, it has the little Target logo on it, because that's fun. 1 month working at Target, and I had to take paid leave because coronavirus. That's just context, specifically the paid leave part. Right before I went on leave for COVID, I was doing the online shopping fulfillment, right, as I tend to do, and... oh boy. One of the many times per day I have to open this metal door to get from the actual, like, public-facing store area into the back room where we store extra items, right? This door handle is metal, and I reach for it, and bam, electricity everywhere. This had just become a thing that I was used to happening. Gotta open that door again. Guess I'm gonna get shocked. That sucks. Anyway, I went to open that door before, like, a couple days before I ended up on my sick leave, which was 2 weeks. And somebody else who worked in the store was passing that door at the same time, and they heard me get shocked. Like, the actual crack of electricity was audible, and they were like, uh-oh. And I just casually mentioned, yeah, that happens all the time. This door just shocks you. And they were like, well, that's not good. And after that, I went on my 2-week leave. I came back to the store, and there was a rubber handle over the metal handle. They put a shock-preventing guard over the handle while I was gone, because somebody noticed that it was shocking me. So, Target does, at least in my area, pay attention to problems that the employees are encountering and try to solve them. Make 1 billion cookies from clicking. Wizard Tower summons cookies with magic spells. I want those magic spells. Each Wizard Tower produces 60,551 cookies per second. My 1 Wizard Tower accounts for 13% of my total cookies per second. I think I'll get some more Wizard Towers then. That's a lot of Wizard Towers. The other things that I've learned about Target are mostly related to our inventory. See, as a customer, right, I still mostly consider Target like a grocery store. I go there for food. That's the food store. They have a toy section. I know about the toy section, and I know about the electronics section, but my Target was like in the same parking lot as a GameStop until the GameStop closed, so I kind of didn't really care about the electronics section. Like, I'd go there when I was there, but there's a GameStop right across the street, and now there isn't. So, besides the toy and electronics sections and the food zone, I didn't really think about all the other stuff you could buy at Target until I was checking it off of other people's shopping lists. For instance, a lot of people get clothes at Target. There are department stores that focus specifically on clothing. You could go to Kohl's, you know? But no, Target. Target's where people get a lot of clothes, apparently. We also sell weights, like dumbbells. I was barely aware of that fact until one day we were unloading the truck and we got like 70 cases of dumbbells. I was in charge of the section where the dumbbells went. I had to lift all of those dumbbells, cases of dumbbells, mind you, not individual dumbbells, boxes with dumbbells in them. I had to lift and put onto a flat cart. Milk chocolate cookies, nice. Oh, what's this? Frenzy. Let's see, what else does Target sell that I wasn't aware that we sold until I had to get it for somebody that ordered it online? Vibrators. Anyway, that's all just a little bit of a insight into what's been taking up so much of my time that I never upload anymore. Except I am uploading now. I'm uploading this video, and I'm uploading more videos soon. That's the plan. That's the idea. That's what I want to do. We'll see what happens next time. Well, I guess technically we'll see what happens over the course of the next few times, because frequency of uploads is not determined by any one upload. I'm not going to come back next episode and say, look at that, I upload videos on a regular basis now, because technically I could upload this video and then the video after it, and then get hit by a truck. But if, for example, the next couple of weeks or so have several uploads, you know, if I manage, say, 1 upload a week for 4 weeks, then I'm consistently uploading once a week. If I get an upload and a half per week, then I'm uploading every few days or so, you know? So we won't see how often I'm uploading videos next time, because that doesn't make any sense. But soon. Whatever, you get the idea. Get out of here. Get out of here. The video's over. Leave. Leave my presence. For now. Come back later. Though. Like, do come back. Oh yeah, Target also sells body pillows. Not with anime characters on them, but still.